for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my way.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Kansas City Chiefs. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They'll run on first down. Zimmerman. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
On first down, Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Let him know. Attack! SOS. Hey, 43, 15. Attack!
Mahomes now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Yellow! I'm coming for you,
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, 4 down.
They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Second down, Mariota. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A good return there, 17 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And they're going deep. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 26-yard line.
Blue 18. Mike 58 right there. Oh, you got deep?
Now a first carry for their fullback. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Working out of the gun, Mariota. This will be caught by Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside and break it inside. Really well-run route.
They go play action here on 1st down. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1st down, Mariota. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Knowles. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Keep it up, guys.
On first down, it's Zimmerman. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Zimmerman. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
First down, Titans, gain of 12.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game. And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mariota to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, it's Mariota. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The opportunity was there for them to take the lead with a field goal and get 3. Instead, they want a little more.
Sometimes being a little greedy is not a bad thing, right? I mean, don't just take what they're going to give you or what's evident. Go try and get more. And, yes, there's a little bit of a risk to it, but, boy, they made it pay off in a big play.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, Knowles. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Knowles. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This just a 24-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. It's taken to the 26. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they...
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. On play action, Mariota. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
And the Titans first down.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They run the counter. Knowles. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Knowles. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
We got this.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
15.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play, 43 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. This one caught by Ridley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground. Knowles, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 30-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Mariota. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he fends him off. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake, Mariota. And this one complete to Smith. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, The defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth quarter. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. On second down now, Knowles. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll keep it on the ground. Knowles, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are.
And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
Taken in at the 11.
Let's go, baby.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll keep it on the ground. Knowles. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
To throw is Mariota. This one caught by Davis. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a handoff here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Zimmerman. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Zimmerman. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. On 3rd down, it's Zimmerman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Tennessee, they move back over 500 at 7-6, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
lanes. All I ever do is ball, lame. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I better kill them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop be looking bleak now? I was home to sleep, designing streets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find the so she fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Like that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't geese, too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back. Hello? That's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Jag talk it. I eat it. Ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'm a brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like 10-fold. Over and out. That's gon' make you fuck like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Ooh, why you do that like that? It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that?